Hello and welcome to Matador News. I'm Stephanie Lopez.
And I'm Ericka Sims. People across the country are continuing to protest after a Missouri grand jury decided not to indict the police officer who shot Michael Brown. The police officer, Darren Wilson, says he was just doing his job and he has a clear conscience, but he may resign from the force to protect his fellow officers. The NYPD says 10 people were arrested last night in Times Square. More than 100 were arrested in Los Angeles after protesters blocked freeways. The rally in Minneapolis turned scary when a car struck a protester, but she was okay. President Obama says we need to recognize the situation in Ferguson speaks to broader challenges we still face as a nation.
Cleveland officials say they will release video of the shooting of a 12-year-old boy killed by police after reaching for a fake toy gun. The family of Tamir Rice demanded police release the video but refused to and then changed their minds. Police say Rice refused to raise his hands and reach for what looked like a real handgun in his waistband. Police then shot him in the torso and he died the next day. Police say Rice never pointed the gun at the officers or threatened to shoot them. The 2 police officers involved have been placed on paid leave and an investigation is underway.
A holiday storm has prompted major airports and airlines to cancel hundreds of flights. Tens of millions of people from the Northeast, every state from Virginia to Maine, will get both rain and snowfall before Thanksgiving. 3 major airports, Newark Liberty in New Jersey, LaGuardia in New York, and Philadelphia International, are experiencing nearly a third of the flight cancellations. As of now, flight tracking service FlightAware has reported more than 550 cancellations for this Wednesday morning. For drivers, AAA is expecting up to 46 million Americans to travel 50 miles or more from home during Thanksgiving weekend, and 90% will travel by car. It's the day before Thanksgiving. The CSUN campus is pretty empty. Let's go to Arnulfo Romero with more on why students feel campus should be closed today.
With Thanksgiving being tomorrow, CSUN's campus seems to be a ghost town today. Students were actually able to find parking, but a parking space is not the only thing they found. Many students arrived on campus to find blue slips on their classroom doors, notifying them that their classes had been canceled. With an empty campus, students began to question whether the university should just cancel classes the day before Thanksgiving.
Well, yeah, it's going to be a struggle the week of the holidays to come to class. I feel that classes shouldn't be given the day before a holiday.
I believe schools should be closed the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. One reason is a lot of the professors already canceled their classes beforehand, so there's already half the students that are usually here are not here because classes got canceled anyways.
Other schools allow students a whole week off to celebrate the holiday. On my way out the door, happy holidays to you guys and back to you guys in the studio.
Another holiday tradition, Pasadena's Tournament of Roses, is a little over a month away. People have been setting up for close to a year. Matador News reporter Andrew Pitters went out to check it out.
This is what comes to mind for most people when they think of roses. Bright, beautiful flowers that represent love. But for some employees of the city of Pasadena, roses represent something much bigger. They are the centerpiece of the world-famous Rose Parade. This amazing event only takes place for people to enjoy on New Year's, but it takes months of preparation to bring this parade to life. One of the most obvious changes are the bleachers appearing along Colorado Boulevard. For now, these bleachers are just being constructed, but in a few short weeks, they'll be overflowing with spectators, and the streets as we know them will be completely transformed.
Just the logistics of moving a 30-foot wide float that might be 40 feet tall and animated logistically is challenging. So one of the things that we do is we remove the mast arms off the traffic signals.
A pink line is also painted on the street to guide the floats. To give television crews the best shots, signs and bus stops are removed, and potholes and sidewalks are repaired to keep pedestrians safe. In the end, it requires the help of every department in the city, including the police, public works, and the transportation departments. Work for this parade spans as early as August all the way into the middle of July. And with so much to do, city employees are always busy as bees to make sure the event goes off without a hitch. In Pasadena, I'm Andrew Pitters for Matador News.
The holidays are officially upon us, which means another opportunity for job seekers to find the job they have been looking for. Economic forecasters say about 821,000 workers will be hired for seasonal retail positions. That number is up 11% from last year. There's also been a steady decline in unemployment rates during the holiday season. The unemployment rate currently sits at 5.8%. That's down more than 4% from 2010. Black Friday is around the corner. Ruben Arias is in our newsroom with more information about what students are doing after the big day.
Black Friday, one of the biggest shopping days of the year, is becoming a cultural event. Some consumers wait in line for deals in retail stores, but others say they have moved to online shopping.
Shopping, I'd probably do it online because, technology and stuff, but personally, I don't really, shop on Black Fridays because it's kind of dangerous.
Many people say Black Friday uses up cherished moments with family members and loved ones over the holiday weekend, and they will do their shopping another time.
It's an experience, I think it's one of those things some people should experience, but I just don't believe in the whole cutting time into the Thanksgiving thing. That's cutting into family time right there.
One Allstate National Journal poll says a quarter of Americans will be required to work on Thanksgiving Day. At least one of these employees says she's less than thrilled.
A burden, being a former employee, it just sucked. No matter how much they want to compromise with you and pretend that they want to help you out to spend time with your family, it's still a burden, and it's due to the Black Friday sales, and it's not even that great. Seriously, those sales, you can find them throughout the year.
Black Friday spending is expected to generate $13 billion in revenue and $37 billion throughout the holiday weekend. Back to you in the studio.
Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, leader of the Supreme Court's liberal wing, is resting comfortably after a heart procedure. The 81-year-old Supreme Court justice was experiencing discomfort during her exercise routine on Tuesday and was taken into a hospital in Washington, D.C. A stent has been placed in her right coronary artery in order to improve blood circulation. Doctors say Ginsburg should be released from the hospital in the next 48 hours.
A 40-year-old Boston man is able to move his arms again thanks to a successful double arm transplant. Will Lotzenheiser lost his arms and legs in 2011 after severe infection. The arms came from the New England Organ Bank by an anonymous donor. The operation lasted 9 hours and involved 35 medical staff, 13 of whom were surgeons. Doctors say it could take years for Lotzenheiser to be able to move his hand in complex ways, but he is still happy with progress he is making.
This is about it so far, but, I had nothing, so even that is incredible, and, I'm going to gain more.
Doctors have performed 70 other arm transplants, including one in a U.S. soldier back in 2012.
The NFL has traditionally scheduled 3 games on Thanksgiving Day, one morning, afternoon, and in the evening. This year, all 3 games could have playoff implications. 3 divisional matchups will take place first with the Chicago Bears traveling to Detroit to play the Lions at 9:30 in the morning. The Philadelphia Eagles will play the Dallas Cowboys in Texas at 1:30, where the winner will take possession of first place in the NFC East. The late game is scheduled at 5:30 tomorrow between the rival Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. This will be the first time the 2 teams have played since the Seahawks defeated the 49ers in the NFC Conference Championships. Thank you for watching Matador News. I'm Stephanie Lopez.
And I'm Ericka Sims. Have a wonderful day.